So, if you have ever been on a sailboat, you know that you can sail anywhere you want with any wind that you've got. Even if you want to go north and the wind is coming out of the north, you can still sail north. You do just kind of have to take kind of a roundabout way. It's harder, it'll take you longer, but if you know where you're going and you know how to get there, then it's just a matter of mapping out that course, trimming your sails, adjusting as necessary as the wind shifts because the wind always shifts. So, obviously, if you're not doing that, you're going wherever the wind is blowing you and you don't know where you're going to end up. So, what does this have to do with marketing? My favorite question. Marketing is a lot like sailing in that you're figuring out where you're going, right? Ideally, I want to go over there. Here's the course. And when the wind is at your back, great. We can just go this way. Awesome. And if the wind is coming at you, you got to tack and trim your sails and maybe go in a little bit of a roundabout way, but you still know where you're going, and that guides everything you do from there. If you don't have that plan, if you don't have a really clear idea of who you are and who it is you're trying to serve and how you're going to get in front of them and all that good stuff, that's when the trends pop up. That's when the you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Well, everyone is on TikTok, everyone is on this platform. You got to be doing all of this. And you're going to find yourself malleable to that. You're going to find yourself vulnerable to trends and the shifting winds and going, we got to go over here and now we got to go over here and we got to do this because someone said we had to. And we did not have a clear idea of our brand, of our values, of the value we provide to our clients, of the ideal client that we really love to work with, how we can help them, how we make their lives better, and how we're going to get in front of them and create that messaging and put out that messaging that will resonate with them, attract them to us, and then engage and convert them all the way until they are ready to become a client. That is what it looks like when you have that marketing strategy, right? It goes, okay. And then when someone says you should be doing this, you can stop and go, should we though? And there are times when you should or can at least. There are times where at least it doesn't hurt, but you work it in such a way where it works with your brand and with your overall marketing strategy. So it's still cohesive. It still all fits together. It still makes sense. Maybe that is a little bit of the wind coming at you and you got to go to one side and then come back for a bit, right? That's how you go into the wind. You basically go off one side and then come back and make a big triangle towards your destination. So sometimes we do that in marketing as well, right? Sometimes we got to go around. But the point is you still have a very clear idea where you're going and how you're going to get there. In marketing, that means you need to have a marketing strategy. You need to know who you are, who your ideal client is, how you're going to get in front of them, what that messaging looks like, what that funnel looks like, all that good stuff. If you are going with the winds, like I said, the winds change, same with trends. Trends come and go faster than we can keep track of them. Usually by the time we hop on a trend, it's not even a trend anymore. It's already gone by. If you're following trends, you're not being consistent. By the time anything it has time to actually be effective, marketing, when done well, takes a while to be effective. It takes a while to earn the trust of the algorithms and the actual real life people you're trying to get in front of, especially if you work in an industry like law or finances, right? It takes a lot longer and a lot more effort and intention to earn their trust before they're going to schedule that consultation, before they reach out and call you or fill out your form or whatever that final step is before they become a client, right? So that means that you have to have a really clear idea of how you're going to get there and map that course out. If you're just following the trends, then by the time the trend blows on by and you're on to the next thing, it hasn't even had time to take effect. It hasn't registered with anyone. Um, a lot of people who have gone viral will go viral for a hot second and then 15 minutes later no one knows who they are or what they do or why they were once so famous, because that's the penalty of going viral. Like, yes, maybe you hit it big, but if you're not consistent and you're not ready to capitalize on that, yeah, it's just another thing flying past us on our way to whatever it is we're trying to do, right? So that is my lesson for you today is think about it like the shifting winds. The winds are always changing. Goodness knows more than ever. It feels like they're changing all the time and we never know what's coming. And I know it's scary, but it's less scary if you have a plan. If you have that destination and you're like, you know what, it doesn't matter what's coming, this is where we're going to go. Sometimes we just need to adjust to figure out how we're going to get there. But if you're really clear in that destination, then it's just a matter of figuring out how you're going to get there. So that's where I come in. You need help getting clarity on that. That's where I can help. I can help you figure out this is where you want to go. This is how we're going to get you there. This is the marketing strategy we can implement to get you there. So you can actually grow your business to the next level. That's it. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I can geek out about this all day. If you have want more content like this here on YouTube, if you have not already followed me, you can also reach me over on LinkedIn because I do know that's where my ideal clients hang out. So I spend a lot of time there. I think I'm the only Allison Verhalen over there. You can reach me over on my website. Lots more content like this on my website, which is AV as in my initials, Allison Verhalen. That is avwritingservices.com. And you can reach me directly at info@avwritingservices.com. That's it. Have a great weekend. Happy blogging, everyone.